Hi guys, welcome to Gardening with Friends. Today we're tackling a topic that can save a whole lot of headache, heartache and backache in your garden. We all want our outdoor spaces to be beautiful, but sometimes the plants we choose can turn into absolute nightmares. That's right, not all greenery is created equal. And some seemingly innocent additions can quickly become aggressive invasive bullies that can take over everything. If only plants could speak, we would likely hear, "Get me out of here!" In this video, we're going to reveal 5 plants you absolutely do not want to plant in your garden. And trust me, you'll thank me later. We're talking about notorious spreaders like Vinca minor, the deceptively charming lily of the valley, the ground-covering Pachysandra, the tenacious English ivy, and the plant that strikes fear into the hearts of homeowners everywhere, running bamboo. Understanding these horticultural hazards is key to maintaining a happy, healthy, and manageable garden. It is best to avoid planting these 5 plants in your garden, even though they often sold in garden centers. Vinca minor, commonly known as periwinkle, was introduced to the United States from Europe in the 1700s as a fast-growing evergreen ground cover. Its glossy foliage and delicate purple flowers made it a favorite for covering slopes, shady spots, and cemetery plots. But what once was valued for its beauty and ease of care has become a serious ecological concern. Vinca spreads through the ground stems. It forms thick mats that crowd out native plants, especially in woodland areas. It's incredibly hard to remove once established. Pulling it doesn't always work. While it covers ground quickly, Vinca provides little benefit to pollinators, insects, or native wildlife. It contributes to biodiversity loss and alters soil chemistry over time. Worse, once it escapes into nearby forests or parks, it can overwhelm native ecosystems. So next time you are at the garden center and see those tempting pots of Vinca minor, remember it's true nature. Second on my list, Lily of the Valley. People adore Lily of the Valley for its iconic, elegant bell-shaped flowers and enchanting sweet scent. It's incredibly shade-tolerant and it spreads quickly to form a ground cover. However, what looks like charming coverage can quickly become an unmanageable takeover. European settlers brought Lily of the Valley to North America, and it was widely planted in colonial gardens, Victorian landscapes, but without its natural checks and balances, it began to escape gardens and establish itself in the wild. Lily of the Valley spreads relentlessly by rhizome, underground stems that send up new shoots and roots. It forms incredibly dense, suffocating mats that outcompete and displace native woodland wildflowers, ferns, and even tree seedlings. All parts of Lily of the Valley plant are highly toxic if ingested: the flowers, leaves, berries, and even water from a vase. It contains cardiac glycosides, which can cause serious health issues. While its beauty is undeniable, the hidden dangers and aggressive nature of Lily of the Valley makes it a plant to avoid in your garden. If you already have Lily of the Valley in your garden, for small areas, meticulous hand digging is key. Remove all rhizomes and roots you can find. This will likely require repeated efforts over several seasons. By choosing native alternatives, you are not just planting a pretty flower, you're cultivating a thriving, ecologically sound landscape. Thinking about Pachysandra? Think again. Pachysandra might seem like a great ground cover. It's evergreen, low-growing, and spreads fast. But that's exactly the problem. Pachysandra is incredibly aggressive. It spreads relentlessly, forming dense mats that can smother out about anything in its path, including your delicate perennials, valuable shrubs, and even young trees. Once it's established, getting rid of it is a serious challenge. Its roots are tenacious, and even small fragments left behind can regrow, leading to an endless battle. Originally from Asia, it's not beneficial to local pollinators and offers little to no ecological value. English ivy is a classic, right? Those glossy evergreen leaves, that old-world charm. Many gardeners are drawn to its promise of easy ground cover or elegant climbing. But pause before you plant. This beloved vine is actually a garden nightmare in disguise. It was brought to North America by European settlers in the 1700s as a decorative ground cover, and it quickly became a popular choice for landscaping. But it didn't stay well behaved for long. Once it gets going, ivy spreads like wildfire. It creeps across the ground, climbs up trees, and strangles just about everything in its path. Those thick vines might look cool, but they can actually weaken trees and cause serious damage over time. So before you plant it, ask yourself, do you really want a garden bully that's almost impossible to evict? If you're trying to remove it, be prepared for a serious workout. Its roots cling tightly to the soil and surfaces, and even a tiny leftover piece can grow back. You'll be pulling and digging for seasons. Thinking about planting running bamboo in your garden, you might want to reconsider. Originally priced in Asia for its beauty and versatility, running bamboo was introduced to the West as an exotic ornamental plant, but in home gardens it quickly became a nightmare. This type of bamboo spreads fast, really fast. Underground rhizomes shoot out in every direction, popping up through lawns, flower beds, even your neighbor's yard. It can crack pavement, invade foundations, and take over entire landscapes. Before you know it, your neat garden can turn into a tangled bamboo forest, hurting your curb appeal and frustrating your neighbors. And getting rid of it? That's a serious challenge. Once it's established, getting rid of it is extremely difficult. You will need to dig deep, install root barriers, and keep fighting new shoots for years. If you love the look of bamboo, try a clumping variety instead. It stays where you plant it, and it's much easier to manage. Gardens should bring you joy, not stress. Skip the running bamboo and grow something you will love long term. Now, I was trying to convince you not to plant these garden bullies in your garden. They spread fast, take over, and are a nightmare to remove. It's best to skip these troublemakers and plant something you won't regret. What about you guys? Do you like it? I didn't think so. But what to plant instead? Here are some wonderful, well-behaved and often native alternatives that will create a beautiful and ecologically beneficial garden. Skip the invaders, choose beautiful, manageable alternatives, and let your garden thrive. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. Happy gardening!